career diplomat, serving in the diplomatic service since 1986.
83.
Being a diplomat, is it a profession, is it a career, or it's something that you have to feel?
It's something you have to enjoy. It's important. When I was in the high school, we were looking as all the students how to which skill, which career we are going to follow. Those who want to be journalists, those who want to work in the as a civil servant, and we were completely confused. But we were listening to the elders, those who were before, and we asked them what should be the best path to follow to have a good career. I had the chance to go to this school, which is one of the most important ones in Algeria, and then I saw that it's possible if you are among the first students at the end of your skill to join whether the judiciary or diplomatic or civil servants. So it depends on you. And I saw that I thought that it's what is for me is to be a diplomat, and I started this career immediately. I enjoy it, and I still doing it since then.
And nevertheless, you're not only a career diplomat, but you also write books.
Writing, yes, it comes from time to time. I take a couple of hours to think kind of romance, how things should be. Then you are free when the situation. You are free, and your imagination should be as big as the word, and you try writing things, imagining stories, and at the end, when you read, you say, "Oh, is it a book? Can it be a book?" I was not sure that it should be, but my children reading with me every evening and encouraging me that yes, you should publish, and I did, and it was quite good.
You ended up in the Czech Republic as an ambassador since October 2020. How did you feel about going to Eastern or Central Europe?
It's the first time. Yes, I was. It's a good experience for me. That's why the diplomatic job is. We enjoyed that because we move from a country to another, and we move through cultures and civilizations. You meet people who are different. You meet cultures, and you start knowing new things and new people. I'm really happy to be here. It's a very wonderful country. Very big history. The relations between Algeria and the Czech Republic have almost 5-6 decades from the independence. Czech government were supporting the Algerian struggle against the French rule, and from then we had and we still have good relations in various fields. And I'm here to improve these relations, and I'm here to continue on the path of my predecessors who did also their job in improving the relation ties between other countries. We have something like 2,000 Algerians established legally here, studying here, they work here. Some of them are even Czech citizens. They came in the 70s, in the 80s. Their children are now Czechs and Algerians. Some of them are involved in politics, political parties. Some of them are elected. Some of them are working, are conducting and running businesses. We have a very quality community in the Czech Republic. They are the bridge between the Czech. Some of them, their mom are Czech and their father is Algerian. So this is what we need. They are still involved in improving the relations between the two countries. They feel Czech and they feel Algerian. And this is good. So nothing should be considered as an obstacle to meet the other. We are still convinced that we are in a world where the alliance of civilizations, according to the comprehensive approach, is important for stability and for citizenship. This is our philosophy. This is our should be our daily behavior.
Yeah.
We don't need a hate speech narrative. But we need a positive messaging towards anyone, to respect the law and to respect the difference and acting accordingly.
A lot of people say not each Muslim is a terrorist, but each terrorist is a Muslim.
Yeah, but you, according to this, if you are fair as a journalist, if we hear something, you say just Catholic terrorist. Any act committed by, but why do you see this is an individual? You give his name, he did that in a violent way. You never mention his religion. So if you are honest, if you are a free press, why don't you mention that he is Orthodox, he's Catholic, he's Lithuanian, he's this and he is a Jew, he's this. Just mention all this. Then you will be honest, fair, and you belong to the community of independent and free men that are expressing their views in a free way. Why are you dealing with this issue as you have an enemy to fight instead of have friends to meet? The answer and compare, and you will see.
What then is multiculturalism, multicultural dialogue?
Oh yes, this is an important issue. With the climate change and the multicultural dialogue, they are the two core issues of the global world we are living together. The comprehensive approach of the living together is based on the respect of the other, of his identity, exactly as we are claiming the respect of human rights. You know, in the African Union, we have adopted a convention on people's and humans' rights. They are linked. So, as an individual, I have to be respected, but also as a community or as a people. As an individual, I have fundamental rights that should be respected everywhere. As a community, I have values. I have a history that I'm close to. I have also to be respected in this end. So there's no need to judge someone or to stereotype a person of the community because they are thinking differently. We have to think it over. We have to be careful because maybe some of our people or institutions may think that it's appropriate for the time being to divide in order to reach some goals. But when you divide, you are introducing a virus more and more virulent than the COVID, because the brain of this young generation, you can influence them the way you want, but you will not take advantage of the citizens you are building for tomorrow, for yourself and for your nation, because this person will be always negative. When he don't find the Muslim or the one he identified as an enemy to fight, he will find his national in his country because he's thinking different politically, and he will fight him and will be his enemy. This is a very serious case.
And if we start finally to think, does the civilization of the mankind have the chance to overcome what was claimed to be the clash of civilizations?
Well, this is we start from an idea of clash of civilization instead of alliance of civilization, because a clash, before we're talking about war, when there is a difference, when we diverge, we use violence, we go to war. The world experienced the war for centuries, till the Second World War II. Did you take advantage of something? Do you know someone who is writing a book on the advantages of conducting wars against the others?
The concept of just war, justified violence.
Yes, they justify violence. Yes, they justify violence for what? Who the consequences are on the people. They destroy countries, families. So the war has never been a solution. Violence is never the solution for our problems. We do face problems now. Multitude and variety of problems are posed to everyone, to every country, every day. But we, you know, when the European Union opened the membership to the Czech Republic, is to, in order to give a standard of life to the Czech people, so that they can join the European Union. They didn't stigmatize the Czech Republic, saying you were this and you were that, we don't accept you because you belong to Central Europe and you're among the Eastern European communist countries. Because they have a positive approach of solidarity and welcome the Czech Republic. Invest in the infrastructure of the Czech Republic. The standard of life in Czech Republic changed. And now they feel European. I read yesterday that the Poles, 65% of them still believe that they are proud to be among the European Union. This is an example to follow. It means that I welcome you and identify your fragility to help you and to increase your capacities, that you can join the European Union as a member, and you will be a proactive member, sharing your wealth and your health with the community. This is a good example. This is why I told you when I talk about the African countries, the Maghrebian countries. Yes, we belong. In history, the Mediterranean was considered as one space.
Mare Nostrum.
Yeah. So Mare Nostrum is not just a word. This is a philosophy. We have the same culture, the same food, the same history, the same references. When you talk about Hannibal, the Tunisian, he belongs to the history of the Mediterranean. When you talk about the Roman Empire, when you talk about the Carthaginian Roman Empire. So this is, and from that till now, why do you expect them to divide the two shores? We are more close, Tunis and Algiers is more close to Rome than Prague. We are eating the same food like the Italians. So yes, we don't need to be divided in the Mediterranean. We should maintain this level. If we talk about culture and civilization, is there a difference between the southern and the northern shores of the Mediterranean? This is the main culture. We should discuss also to build something new. We are close to history. There is no need to stop something. There's no need for a momentum to think something new. We have it already. We feel close already. We share values already.
And in this case, what would be then your advice to the next and to the new generations of people?
Not to you, this is our sons and daughters, our grandsons and daughters. This is not, the world belongs to humanity. Whether you are, and the mobility now is one of the components of this global world. You are in Russia, you move to the United States, you are in Algeria, you move to the Czech Republic. You can have family here and there. You don't know where you can go because it's an open world. We don't need barriers. So it means that we have no need to build new barriers.